Good morning all of you. In the last class we have discussed about the decreasing rate of growth method, and today we are going to discuss about some other methods, that are simple graphical method, comparative graphical method, master plan method or zoning method, ratio method and the logistic curve method of population forecasting. So let us first discuss about the simple graphical method. For this method, first we have to obtain the data of population for several decades. Then we will plot a graph between this year and population. So see one example. So here we are having population data starting from the year 1880 up to 1940. So first we will plot a graph between population and the year for the given data. Then it is asked to find out what will be the population in the year 2000. So we will have to smoothly extend this curve up to the year 2000, and then we will plot a horizontal line which will meet the population axis, and it will give us the approximate population data of the year 2000. This method will give approximate result as the extension of the curve is done by the intelligence of the designer. So this is all about your simple graphical method. Then let us move to the next method, that is comparative graphical method. So in this method, first we have to select the cities having conditions and characteristics similar to the city whose future population is to be estimated, and it is also assumed that the city under consideration will develop as per the selected similar cities have developed in the past. For example, let the population of the city X for 4 decades, that is starting from 1940 up to 1970 is given. Then we will prepare the curve for the city X, and it is asked to find out the population in the year 2020. So as per our first step, we will first select the similar cities. For example, here we have selected some cities, that is A, B, C and D. So it is found that the city X has reached the population of 50,000 in the year 1970, and as per the available data, it is found that the city A has already reached the population of 50,000 in the year 1900. Similarly, city B has reached in 1915. So the curve for these cities, the selected similar cities, will be drawn beyond the year 1900. For the city A, it will be drawn beyond the year 1900. Similarly, for the city B, it will be drawn beyond the year 1915, and the population, the curve will be started from the present population from the point P, which will represent the present population of city X. So we have plotted the curve of various cities, that is A, B, C and D. then we will smoothly extend the curve of city X in between this curve and it will reach the year 2020. Then we will simply draw a horizontal line in order to get the corresponding population. So, this method has a logical background and quite precise results can be obtained, but it is very difficult to find out the similar cities with respect to population growth. Then next let us move to the method that is master plan method or zoning method. In this method, generally the big and metropolitan cities are not allowed to develop in a haphazard manner. The expansion of such cities are regulated by various bylaws of corporation and other local bodies, and only those expansions are allowed which are permitted or proposed in the master plan of that city. So, the master plan prepared for a city, when it will be prepared, it will divide the city in various zones and will separate the residential, commercial and industrial zone from each other. And the population densities are also fixed in this method. Say for example, there may be 5 persons living in a residential plot and there are 10,000 plots in a zone. Then the total population of the city when fully developed or the zone can be easily worked out as 5 into 10,000, that is 50,000. So, when the development is regulated by such a scheme, it is very easy to access precisely the design population, because the master plan will give us as to when and where the given number of houses, industries and commercial establishment would be developed. So, this is all about your master plan method. Then next come to the ratio method. In this method, the local population and the national population for last 4 to 5 decade is obtained. Then the ratio of local population to the national population are worked out for these decades. For example, if you want to forecast the population of Rourkela, then you have to compare the population of Rourkela to the population of Odisha for last 4 to 5 decades. Then a graph will be plotted in between year and these ratios and will be extended up to the design period so as to get the ratio corresponding to the future design year, or you may find out the average of the ratios that we have calculated for the several past decades. And if the expected national population is has already been found out, then we will simply multiply that population with the corresponding ratio so as to obtain the local population. This method is very suitable for areas whose growth are parallel to the national growth. Then next come to the your logistic curve method. This method is based on the assumption that population due to birth, death and migration takes place under normal condition and the place or city is not subjected to any extraordinary change in population due to earthquake, war, epidemic, etc. And it is also assumed that the city has limited space and opportunity. Then the population would follow the growth curve in S shape and is known as logistic curve. So, see here this is a curve showing the population in the y axis and time in the x axis. So, here you can see this portion AB is showing the early growth at an increasing rate, and here the rate of growth is proportional to population. For example, a city is having carrying capacity of 1 crore and there are only 10 lakh people. Then there will be a rapid growth as there are resources available for 1 crore people, space available and also job available for 1 crore people. So, the initial time the rate of growth will increase in a rapid manner, but when it will reaches towards saturation, for example, if the carrying capacity of a city is 1 crore and there is already 90 lakh people, then there will be limited space available, limited job opportunity, then growth will be fairly slow. Initially the growth is very fast, and when it reaches the carrying capacity, the growth will be very slow. So, you can see the portion DE will show the late growth at a decreasing rate. So, here dP by dt is proportional to Ps minus P. Ps is the saturation value, or you can consider it as carrying capacity. And the portion BD, the middle portion BD will show an arithmetic increase. That means here the change in population is occur fairly at a constant rate. By using the logistic curve method, the population P. So, this is the required formula for finding out population at any time t using logistic curve method. P equals to Ps whole divided by 1 plus m into log inverse nt, where Ps is the saturated population and m and n are constants, and it is given also the formulas for finding out Ps, m and n are given. So, here P0 is the initial population, that means at time t0, and P1 is the population at t1, P2 is the population at t2, where t2 and this t2 will be equal to 2 times t1. So, we will have to take P2, that is the population at time 2t1. So, this is all about your logistic curve method. In the next class, we will discuss about various impurities in water. Thank you.